Last time. Hopefully this is good enough. Test for placement, test for sound, test for picture. I am starting these peppers because I really like them and I do want a chance. Normally I would say don't start any peppers, eggplants, loofah gourds, kiwano melons, anything that doesn't grow fast or produce quick. I would not start now. It's too late. It's already done. Normally I say try and try and try, but I'm not going to set you up for failure. Don't start anything that takes more than 90 days at this point. I am in zone 8B, almost 9, so we don't have that much of a frost, if any at all. Last year I think we didn't get a frost. I think I seen frost across by the pond twice, and that was it. And I'm basically saying for anywhere, if it's too late for us, it's probably too late for anyone under zone 8 to try and start anything that takes 100 days or more to produce. So peppers do take like a month and a half to grow, and then a month and a half before they start producing. So that will put us really close to the edge, but I would like to get some of these out. I'm going to order some more so that way if something does happen to them this year and it gets unseasonably or unreasonably cold, that I do have backups. But these ones, the Mangini, Jimmy Nardello, and Red Marconi were ones that we really enjoy. And I only have about half a dozen plants of each because I didn't know how I was going to like them. And I really like them. There's hair touching me and it's bothering me. So, test for sound. Test for picture. Okay, it is raining, so I hope this video isn't like a washout because you can't hear me over the rain hitting the plastic roof. But I just figured I'd show a planting video of how I plant the seeds. The seed cell tray, regular, just plain, Miracle Grow Performance potting soil. So we have some dwarf moringa. We're going to put the moringa directly in the ground after the flame weeding's done. We're going to retry peppers. I will probably share my test video to show the peppers. Okra is going directly in, and beans are going directly in that square. These things will take, well, the moringa is going to take and hopefully be a perennial because we don't get that cold. So, perennial for the moringa, and okra. Okra should take maybe 60 days at the most to actually start producing real good. Beans are the same way. They won't take more than 80 days before they're pumping out. We're going to do stringless bush beans because I don't have a lot of teeth, so chewing the strings on the green beans is really hard. And then, of course, these are my favorites because they look gorgeous. Once you cook them, they do turn green, but they look gorgeous in like a pickle or just in the fridge straight before you cook them. I love the gorgeous produce and just displaying it like art, whether it's only for your eye or for other people's eye, it's beautiful. So we have the red swan and the dragon's tongue. The red swan is just that, they're red, and the dragon's tongue are yellow with purple stripes. And that is it for the beans. We did have another one. I planted them and we got a hard rain and I think the seeds washed out mostly. And then the other ones got covered by weeds, but they were a red one with yellow stripes or something like that, and it was like a French name. So I might have to check for more of those. But I'm definitely going to check for more of these peppers, and I'll show you with these pin cushions. These are pin cushion flowers. I don't know if I have any pictures. I'll put one up if I do. Of how they look. Seeds should be planted twice as deep as they are big. So, that being said, if you have a big okra seed, you could plant this half an inch in the ground. You just stick the top part of your finger to the first knuckle into the ground and then put the seed in, and that's how I plant the okra and moringa and anything, beans, anything that's that size seeds. These size are a little bit, you probably can't see. These, they probably fall to the ground, are a lot smaller. They're not quite as small as, like, say, chamomile or rosemary. So we will put a little divot into the seed cell tray, just a little push down. We don't want to make a huge hole because then we're going to end up covering it up too much and it's not going to come out. So we're just going to push down a little, making a small indentation, like 1/4 of an inch. And then I just shake. It's okay if we get more than one into the seed cell tray, because you can plant these the same way they come out of here. If you get 2 or 3 into one of these, oh my god, that's fine. You can plant them just like that, real close. And once you plant them in the ground, they'll do much better. So you just can't leave them and forget about transplanting them in the seed cell tray, because that's no good. Then there's too many per hole and they're too small. They will get bigger. This is my problem every year, is I always try to plant more. So I try to plant them in clusters or bundles or too close. Whereas if you do plant just one in the recommended amount of spacing, like if you plant one plant and then 18 inches away plant another plant, those plants will have all the nutrients. They won't be fighting for any of the nutrients. They'll grow bigger, stronger, better, mostly, for the most part. If you cluster plant, they'll do just fine. Actually, there's a certain amount of space that has been proven and shown that you do get better yields off of planting closer. I cluster plant, and sometimes it's not always a good idea. It has gotten me into trouble many times, and yet I keep doing it. Flowers are okay. If you see one struggling, my suggestion is, if you got 3 or 4 seeds in a seed cell tray, and 3 of them are big or 2 of them are big, and then one looks kind of puny and struggling, I would just rip that one, because you don't want it sucking the nutrients for a pathetic plant. You can just, especially since this will probably cover my whole seed cell tray, that's 72 plants times 2, so you got 160 plants. That is plenty for flowers and stuff. I'll be able to plant them out in the flower garden, and should have enough if anything happens. And then I'll have half a packet left of seeds, so I'll have more for either next year, or if something horrible happened and they all died. Which happens. Cats sometimes get in here and knock the trays over. I forget to water. I go on vacation and other people don't water. There's a lot to do around here when I ask someone else to help, or expect them to know everything, because they didn't have their hands on it. They don't know what's where, or how it works, because they don't do it all the time. So, almost done. And there's about 3 or more in all of these seed cell trays. So that also helps if you have 2 or 3, if 1 or 2 decide not to germinate. And I don't know if we'll be able to focus, but you see in there? That's at least half the packet of seeds left. I don't think this says how many seeds were in the packet. Germination is 10 to 12 days at 65 to 70 degrees, which right now it is 85 degrees in here, which it's raining, so there's no sun out. So it would probably be 95 if the sun was out. It actually feels pretty nice out here, which is why I'm out here today. Because it's actually cooler than it has been in a long time. So then I just go like this and gently, some seeds might move to the other cells, but then from where we made the divot, we'll just do this. I would recommend a spray bottle, at least for the first week or 2, for smaller seeds. That way you don't displace them when you go to water. Like, I have this little kid watering can that came in a set of beach toys that I use, and I fill up a kitchen bowl, the biggest kitchen bowl I have, and then I dunk the little watering can in, and I water my seed cell trays in the grow room in the house. But for smaller seeds, I would definitely, flower seeds and herb seeds, I would use a spray bottle, and I would mist it and just make sure that I get the whole thing really wet. And then leave it like that. So now I will add my popsicle stick and marker, and I will write pin cushion flower Scabiosa. Leviosa. Sorry. My daughter loves Harry Potter. Anything Harry Potter or anime. She's my sweet little nerd like that. So. Okay. Wipe up the dirt. Sprinkle it on. So there, we just lightly dusted over the top of those. And then we will set it in a pile over here somewhere to bring in, just set it outside because it's raining. Maybe it can get a little wet before we bring it inside, then we don't have to water right directly when we bring it inside. I'm going to bring out these snapdragons and go plant them in the flower garden today or tomorrow. I'm going to at least bring them out and have them over there, so if I do not get to it today, because it is raining on and off all day, that I'll be able to get to it tomorrow, hopefully, and just be able to put them all in there. I don't know if I should do, now I get to bring these inside. I planted these. This is my mailbox. I don't know if I've showed you. I guess we haven't really done much in the greenhouse yet, so I haven't showed you. This is my mailbox. It's one of those wall-mounted mailboxes. When I water in here, I have shelves all around, like a horseshoe shape from the door. And then I have door on one, and then there's two in the middle of those metal shelves that stack together that are like $50-$60 from Amazon. Kind of like the plastic ones you get from Walmart, but plastic would, the heat would damage it and it would get brittle and crack and break. And the metal ones just last longer, so we have those out here. So if I stand on the other side, or when I'm watering and I'm trying to like hold the hose up like this and it's spraying everywhere, my seed packets used to get really wet. You can even see on this receipt thing. See, it's all wet from like here down. And I'd end up wrecking my seeds and having them stick to the packet or sprout in the packet because there's so much to do that I just wouldn't get to it for an unreasonable amount of time. So I got this, and then I keep my seeds that I want to plant inside, and I start from left to right, like reading, and then I stack them. So now next should be these seeds. Here's a stack. Let's see what it says. Says bell peppers. So I probably have to go through this because I don't think I'm going to do these this year. I think I'll save them for next year. And we'll just do the small sweet red ones that I really want this year. And we'll save those for next year because they'll do better next year. Iron purple stock, Cosmos cupcake blush, stock, hybrid bell pepper islander. We'll save those for next year. I thought it said something. Lavender, 56 days lavender, 81 red. Okay. That's cool. Wild bergamot, which is bee balm. I didn't know this until this year. I just learned that bergamot is bee balm. I have bergamot that I put on those wool ball dryer sheets that I use that my friend from up the road made me from her endangered sheep. And I put the bergamot essential oil on it, and then I was doing something. I got this. I ordered the, it looks like this. The bee balm. There's a purple one, actually, that's stacked. That's the one in the thank you from last year's free seeds from Baker's Creek that I really like. But I have this mixed pink and red one. And then this wild bergamot, which I'm sure is just a mix of all the colors. But I didn't know that bergamot was bee balm. And I love that smell. So, definitely planting that. Loving the Mist, Nigella. Well, that was in the packet that I said I was planting, so the packet inside we'll probably put back on the shelf leave this out, or vice versa. Actually, I'll probably save these because these are newer than the other ones. Straw flower. I guess I said in my other video I'd have to order more. Yes, I don't. Save those for later. Maybe I'll leave them out. We'll plant some. Blue hyssop, Korean hyssop. So we'll save those. Butterfly milkweed. I think I'm going to plant the milkweed I have. More moringa. I think I'll bring that inside to save it from getting wet. Cherokee pelleted summer crisp lettuce. That is going to have to go. I'll put that inside with the other stuff. Same with this. I'll put this inside so I can refill this and reorganize and get it back to the way I need it to be for my mind, to keep me sane. Did that fall? Or have you just always been like that? I don't care. I'm not starting over if it was chopping off my head. So, inside for organization. Outside, definitely planting. Definitely planting. Definitely planting. Okay, let's see what else we got in the definitely planting. Status. Purple. Status yellow. Status rose. Status white. White finch, yes. White dill, yes. White finch, we'll save for later just in case it doesn't work out. That's why I usually have 2 seed packets, just in case it doesn't work out and not out of luck. Carrot flowers, Amy. Dianthus, carnations. France, Jean Dinos, Shadbud. Ooh, Madam Butterfly Snapdragons. Got some Snapdragons, always will plant more. Larkspur. So this is going to be when it's a little bit cooler. I'm going to direct sow. And these ones feel like the same. We'll see. I might direct sow these when it gets. We could do both. This is a big packet. And stop. So all these flowers will be saved, and we will sow these sometime this week. I'll bring these inside for more organization. These are going inside for the show. Save next year, organize, plant out immediately. Peppers. Sow peppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can do 3, so that's 18 plants. That's a decent amount. That means if half of them go, or something happens, I still have 9 or 10, which is a decent amount. I would want more. And I might just do that. I might make 2 trays for each of the 2 trays for that many peppers, just so I can have, I think it would be 6, so it would be 30 of each, but that would give me, so I could plant 15 and then save some in the high tunnel, which I did last year. Because I put some peppers in the high tunnel, so that way, as soon as winter was over and all the frost was gone, I could put them directly into the ground and start harvesting. So, and a lot of the peppers in there actually lasted through the winter. They didn't look great. I needed to fertilize them. They didn't enjoy being in the pots by any means. But they made it through, and they were the first to produce. So I think that's what I'm going to do this year is with some peppers. I'm going to leave them in the pots and bring them into the green high tunnel. And definitely figure out some way to have a shelf or something in there to keep them up off the ground. There we go. And let's see. Mangini. That's even how you say that, see? These peppers, Recognized as a traditional cultural vegetable in Kyoto, Japan, where it's loved and celebrated, complex sweet flavor and soft skin makes it a Japanese heirloom favorite and very versatile. Yes, it is delicious. I know. One of my favorites. Not many seeds in here. Maybe I'm not planting that many. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One row. Again, small dents for these because they're flat and small. And this seed doesn't look good. It looks like half a seed, so hopefully 5, maybe 4 peppers out of that. That's sad. I really need to, so I gotta bring this in and order more. Put it on top here. Order more of these 3. I also need to check on those nasturtiums and see if those are in stock. Maybe I'll order some for the giveaway, but this is better. Jimmy Nardello. Let's leave this on this side for right now so I know that that's what's there. Sometimes I get scatterbrained. I know some of you have told me you can see it in my videos. I do get scatterbrained and distracted by everything going on around here. Like right now, it's probably about lunchtime, so I probably have to go in and find the kids something to eat because their father's probably just getting them cereal. Not that that's bad, but they had cereal for breakfast, and I think they could use a little something more nutritious for lunch. And I need to pull out something for dinner. I'm thinking we have a farm up the road. We are coastal, so that's something I am going to miss when we move, is being coastal. We get fresh shrimp and fresh caught fish. Billy's Botanicals. If you're in the area, they're awesome. They do delivery on Thursdays and Sundays, or I think those are the days. You can check out their website at Billy's Botanicals on Facebook. But they deliver, and they are, I don't know the difference. I think they're aquaponic, but that's how they grow. So they have a cool operation, delicious greens. I'm pretty sure they do their greens mostly year round because they are aquaponic or hydroponic. But fresh fish, we get fresh fish from them all the time. I will once a month order like $100 worth of fresh fish. We just got amberjack, barracuda, and something else. I want to say sailfish because my husband asked me about sailfish, but that wasn't it. Wreckfish. It's really good. Wreckfish was our favorite. It was delicious. The amberjack was pretty good. There's another one we got too. Anyways, I get like 2 pounds of each for the family, and then we'll cook it up one night for dinner. I think tonight we're gonna have the barracuda, because it sounds crazy and I've never had it, so we're gonna try that. 1 Mangini, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Jimmy Nardellos. There's some tags in here. Let me write on those real quick. One with an arrow down. I'm starving too. Man. I had 4 pieces of bacon for breakfast. It's my keto breakfast. I should have added some cheese. And a cup of coffee, so. Or 2 cups of coffee. So I felt full at the time, but it's got to be lunchtime because I'm hungry. And newly keto again. I was keto and then I went back to eating stuff, and now I'm keto again, just so I can get back down there. And 5 rows this way. Jimmy Nardello. Hopefully I can read that. Like that. Just a light sprinkle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. can go inside. This one I need to order. Red Marconi. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This one sounds like there's a lot in here too. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. Probably because there's so many seed cell trays there that I feel like I need to use them. But last time, in the spring, when I germinated the peppers, we actually did them in these pots. And it actually worked out way better. I feel like when they get to a certain point, I'll show you. When they get to a certain point in the seed cell trays, they just stop looking good. Now we do have something in here eating them, a caterpillar or a fly or something, but they don't look good in these tiny little seed cell trays. They get big and their roots start coming out the bottom, and then you're like, oh well, they definitely needed more dirt. So growing them in the pot is probably how I should have done it this time too. And I really need to transplant these because now we have almost a bunch of dead sweet bonnets. The Scotch bonnet faker, the one that looks like a habanero, a Scotch bonnet pepper, but it's sweet. 1, 2, 3, 3. Red Marconi from this one. Light sprinkle. And then we have 3 left for these, which I only got 4 plants. I put some in to germinate them last time, and none of them germinated. I guess this is a super tiny pepper from Peru, often grown as a houseplant where the small peppers are harvested as needed in the kitchen. The pepper has a distinctive fruity citrus aroma and has equal heat to a cayenne. So these would be an awesome powder if you could get enough to dry out, but we'll see. They are called ají perpetua. Don't yell at me, okay? I'm not a good reader. I never have been. I'll show you the packet. Give me a second. Then you can read it, okay? They are really little. I have 4 plants that did germinate the first time in the garden. Now mind you, these are like the 4 plants out of however many. I usually do like this, 15 to 25. This is trash because I have another one. So that's trash. Oh my god, there's not many. How many come in the package? 10 seeds. Well, I guess, I mean, the peppers are tiny. How many seeds can really be in one of these tiny? I will show you. They are itsy bitsy. These are definitely coming inside because I feel like maybe they'll germinate better if I can control their environment. Listen to me. Sounds so conceited. Nope, lost it. Okay. It's only one space that doesn't have a pepper in it. Hopefully we don't count that against you. I'll forget. I will. Stick. Okay. Bam. What was that? 3 of the ají trapita. Why do I only have light markers left? Like I can't barely read the color. No black or dark blue. Jicharapita. Doesn't matter, that'll probably wash off. And those are 3 rows in this direction from here. And that is how I plant them. Ooh, gotta clean that up too. Okay, also, I forget which is which, so it's pretty unhelpful, but these seed cell trays are pretty flimsy. I think I got these from Growers Solution, the company online in Tennessee. And then I think actually that I got the other ones from Amazon, I want to say. But these ones are like heavy duty, hard, won't bend. I like these ones. These ones are really thin plastic. And once you fill them full of dirt, they just fold right over. The other ones you could probably hold up one side like this and have it not bend. I mean, it might go like this, but this will flop on the floor. But bring it outside in the rain. And I guess that's pretty much how I plant stuff. So these are for ordering, these are inside, these are put away. So I'm gonna go inside and finish my fall planting vegetable video, which is the next one. And oh, okay, let me show you those. Now I have to find something to cut that off there with. Let me show you the hydrangea start that was obviously a pot dumped on the ground, and also these tiny little ahi chapita peppers. Once I cut you down. I don't know if this is gonna work. We need a way to carry this, so. So these are going inside and saved for later. Do they fit in there? No. Of course they don't. Of course not. They probably fit in here though. Okay. These are going back on the shelf. Fudge monkeys. Here's the hydrangea. See? It's definitely growing from under there where it obviously got dumped in a pot because, you know, sometimes I'm lazy and I just dump the dirt right there if I'm not sure. So I will have a hydrangea here next year, a small one. And then these are for organizing with the video I'm getting ready to do right now. Which we'll put these on the seed cell trays outside. We have to bring this one. I should probably bring these in, and then these. So I'll get the wheelbarrow to bring all this in. And I have to bring the snapdragons to the other garden out in the rain. They can sit out here so they're ready for me either later today or tomorrow to plant. And then I'll show you that tiny ahi chapita. That's what I want to call it. I don't know. Pepper. Oh, I left the gate open and the deer got in here and they have chewed the tops off of most of my peppers and just left the stubs. But these, oh, maybe I only have 3. These are the peppers. I think they don't get much bigger than this, so that's how big they are. These little peppers. And I guess they're supposed to turn orange. There's a bunch on here, and it is a cute little plant. Makes sense. And let me show you the okra that got nubbed down since we're at it. And then hopefully I can cut this video down to not be half an hour. Here's my okra. See all these sticks? Green sticks and red sticks in here. See that one right there? That's the only one that has leaves. Oh, this one has a leaf. The rest are just sticks. Over there, there's a stick. Stick, 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 stick. Funty. Okay, guys. Don't conform. Be transformed. See you on the next one.